I'm so glad you look cute. And
Well, I don't always look cute, and often I don't look cute. Actually, the episode that I was just reviewing that we're gonna release later this week, it's not the episode where you were like, "Oh, thank God we both look bad." But I don't look cute, let me tell you that. I'm wearing like a washed out Sabrina Carpenter t-shirt. Like it's washing me out. It's not
oh,
washed out, but it's washing me out. And I don't
gotcha.
think I have any makeup on, and so it's just like it's a vibe.
Can you hear that?
Yes, he's trying to
Yeah.
build sympathy.
Yeah. You're good? You good, buddy?
He's like,
All
if it
right.
weren't for me, there would be no nip to tip on.
This is true. It's all because of you. Yeah. Well, I just fed the 3 that are in the house. And then I caught a glance of myself in the mirror and I was like, you should put on some makeup.
Your bangs look fresh.
Thanks. They are not.
They look freshy fresh.
They are slept on, then napped on, and then a full day of worked on.
You're looking fresh. I don't know what to tell you.
So, well, and then I was just like, I'll just put on mascara.
But sometimes it's just sort of like you catch me on a day where like I had Zoom calls where I felt like I needed to look good. Now in
Well,
reality, I discovered that I in fact did not need to look good at all for these calls. So
well,
it's a day where I was like a waste of makeup. But I've also been trying, not very successfully, but in theory trying to like get dressed for working from home so that it feels different. It feels
yeah,
like you're going to work. Cause then like then like when work is done, I can take these clothes off and it's like,
and be like,
ah, now I'm
ooh,
home, even though I was actually
right.
home the whole time.
Yeah, I try to do that when I'm sewing at home. Even though like I hate wearing jeans when I'm sewing because I like to like get my like legs up
Yeah.
but on days that I'm not like sitting at the sewing machine and I'm like standing, I'm like, just wear the fucking jeans because then you feel like you're actively
Yeah.
working.
Well, yes, I feel like a sense of accomplishment and also like, it just brings me endless joy to like change my earrings and match my stack to my outfit and put on just like a little I just like love putting on like a little bit of makeup. So like it's also like I don't know, that takes me 10, 15 minutes and it's just like a thing that I really like even though it means
Yeah.
nothing to anyone else. Um,
Well, I mean, the other issue that I have that I'm going to actively be working on this year is that like I wear the same outfit every single time. Now, that's not unusual for
a designer.
designers
Yep.
and creatives. Like I think I'm comfortable and I think I look good in this one outfit and it's easy and I don't have to think about it, which is always ironic because then I'm like, well, I'm a fashion designer. I design things and I like want people to like build out their closets and like don't get me wrong, I got a very expansive closet, but like I wear the same like 2 pairs of jeans and like that like little like black crop top, these necklaces and like my hair, even though my hair is long, it's always up in a clip or in a bun.
Yeah, I mean, you just do what you gotta do.
It's
But
fine.
also, like, just like for you puppy nannying and for me coaching, a lot of my wardrobe is a lot of what I wear on day-to-day basis is, like, dictated by, like, my job.
Right. I
And
mean,
so
I've been nannying all day today.
right. So, like, when I have the opportunity presents itself
Right.
to wear something else that just sits in my closet, like, I feel like that's sort of like the way that people are always like, "Here's how you clean out your closet. Have you worn it in the last 6 months?" I'm like, "That's not applicable because I'll go
Right.
weeks just coaching
Right.
fitness, and it doesn't mean that I
Right.
don't like those clothes, it doesn't mean I don't wanna wear them, it's just sort of like, I can't wear any of my summer dresses to coach in."
Right. I mean, I look at my closet and I'm like, I haven't worn this stuff in like in 6 months, but like, I mean, like, look, just this week alone. I mean, I've been here since Friday. I'm not gonna. I had coffee and I have lunch plans tomorrow, so I have a pair of jeans and I have like one outfit, which is my standard outfit that I wear to everything. So like, I have that, but like, I'm gonna continue wearing just leggings.
Right, but did you bring, like, multiple pairs of ankle boots, as is just absolute necessity when you pack?
Okay. So the bathroom upstairs where I'm staying, it has 2 sinks.
That's
One sink
luxury.
I know. One sink is just filled
That's
with all of my
that's
toiletries. I have, like, all of my makeup.
of course.
I have all of my skincare. Now I do my skincare while I'm here. So,
Yes.
like, that was
You're not a monster.
necessary. I'm not a monster. I'm, like, finally clearing up this fucker. on my
Nice.
chin. Yeah. I did take off I had the purple star on for the like
Recovery.
the healing one, and I was like, I probably should take that off.
Oh, like for this?
Yes. I mean, I don't fucking care, but apparently I did. I was just kind of like, you know what?
I was like, you know what? Actually, never mind.
I want a sticker on my face for this. I'm already looking trashy, so
Your
like,
millennial is showing.
yes, exactly. I'm sorry, I still have a hard time going out in public with stickers on my face.
Oh, I definitely do. I wore one, I guess last weekend, maybe?
Sometimes I do forget about them, and then people are like,
I went grocery shopping, I feel like, with one, and I was so, like also the irony of, like, it's a sticker that you should be wearing, like, on acne that you shouldn't be touching, and yet I'm just, like, nonstop, like, touching it.
right, but okay, but wearing them stops me from touching the physical thing.
No, but, like, I'm touching the sticker in a way that I never touch, just, like, the pimple out in the world, because 'cause I'm constantly, like
Making
constantly,
sure that
like
all the edges are stuck on.
it's that, but even worse than that is just me being like, "Is it full yet? Can I pull it off?" So, like, it's better.
Right.
I still, sweet little millennial child that I am, don't feel, like, the confidence to just, like, rock
To
them out in
just like
public
rock it out.
like
Yeah.
Alpha and, Gen Z do.
Yeah, they're wild. They also don't drink and party like we used to.
Well, but they have more confidence. But they're also like, "Bring back the low riding jeans," and you're like, "You don't know what you're asking for.
You don't know the trauma
You
that
weren't
those
there. I'm
jeans
telling you,
made.
that is not what you're looking I promise." Like, beyond the fact that they are not attractive, they are so uncomfortable.
They're so uncomfortable. And also, like, the reason that we have so much body positivity now is because millennials had to suffer through the muffin top.
Exactly, and also, like, no
So,
like,
like,
a
why bring
whale
it back?
we're not bringing that back, we're not bringing back a whale tail, like, please stop, I'm begging. Like,
Like,
just be
stop.
find something new. Find something
Yeah,
new.
please.
Go down the sticker route. Sticker
Yeah,
your face. Love that for you. Love that for
go
me
for it.
by proxy.
Right. But yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah,
Honey,
so I
no.
still I couldn't do it. And I was like, "Oh, it's not as noticeable, so it's fine."
It looks
Now that
great.
I'm
Again,
pointing to it,
well, now that you mentioned that you do your skincare routine, I'm like, "Oh, that's why she's looking so cute."
I'm still not good at doing it twice a day. Like, I'm
Again, and
if I get it once,
we have the opposite problem.
yeah, I
You do
can
it
do
more
it
in the morning, and I do it more in the
mhm.
evening. So, with our powers combined, we're gonna have a perfect face.
We will have a perfect face eventually.
Oh. Okay, so today we're talking more about books. It's a book
Yes.
part 2, and I do feel like I have to formally redact a statement I made on a previous
Oh,
podcast
no. What?
because I have started reading hockey romance. And I'm ashamed to admit it. I'm really ashamed to admit it. Now, to be fair, it's really specifically heated rivalry. Like I am not I'm not interested in sort of like anything that is not Shane and Ilya. Like, but like I do feel like I have to redact my previous statement of like if it takes place not in a fantasy world, I'm not interested. Turns out, like you make a real spicy, real beautiful love story on HBO Max, and I watch it twice in a week and a half. I do want to read those books.
Well, okay. So, like, I mean, I also said that, like, if it's not in, like, a fantasy world, I don't wanna read it either, and then I read Lights Out, and I was, like, hooked.
So
So, like
I'm trying to stay honest. I'm trying to speak my truth.
although,
Now,
have you seen all of the stuff on Instagram that's, like, calling going to hockey games, like, going to a boy aquarium?
Boy Aquarium, it's so funny.
It's so funny! I can't stop thinking about it. It's so funny. It's so funny.
It's the perfect description of it.
I mean, it is. They're on water. Now it's frozen, but they're on water.
Penguins live in, aquariums.
Exactly. And then there's glass. You can't touch them, but you can look
Mhm.
at them and you can tap on the glass.
And you can
And
tippy
they
tap
do
on the
fun
glass.
tricks. So,
And sometimes they
it is.
fight.
I love that. I do.
So, I mean, it's pretty specifically male hockey romance that
Sure.
I'm interested in. I'm not so interested in
Well, we've also had
literally anything else. Maybe I'll
I
get
mean,
there. I honestly hope not.
I don't. I know that all of my romantasy books are pretty much the same.
And yet,
And yet, I want to read more of them. I'm like, "Ooh, yes, give me more of that."
well,
Whereas, like, hockey, I'm like, it's in our world
Yeah,
that I'm trying to
that's
wanna escape, this hellscape that we're in, um, and
it's not
then
like I'm looking to live, in the year of our Lord 2019 in the United States of America.
no,
Fucking pass. I
no,
did that. I'm done.
I already did that, well, I'm good. I'm also just kind of like, I don't know, aren't those all the same? And I know you sports fantasy, the sports romance girlies, and I'm not shaming, I'm not yucking your yum. You pop off, you do that.
Exactly.
Um, I'm just kind of like, aren't they all the same? Again, then you look at me and I'm like, aren't they
To
all
be
the same? I'm like, but
No, no,
big
they're not.
world
They're
building is
very
happening.
similar. Right. They're very similar. Yes. Are the tropes the same? Yes. But like, did we all come from the tropes anyway? Yes.
Yes,
You know,
obviously.
but in a romantasy book, like you have this space to just paint with so many colors.
So
When you're
many.
doing a sports romance, it's like, well, they played hockey or they played soccer or they played basketball, and you're like, okay, well, they're all a team sport that are professional, and it's like boys who are maybe closeted, maybe not.
Maybe not, we don't
Depends
know.
on which one you're reading. But there's like they're different, and you just have to read them. You
Right.
just have to read them to know that not. I'm pretty convinced all of the sports romances are exactly the
Oh,
same.
they're
Now, but the world building in romantasy very different, and like there are
very
dragons, or
different.
there's fairies, or there's vampires, or
Or
there's vampires
there's
with
both,
white,
or there's fairies and vampires.
or there are humans and monsters. Like there's a lot. Now, the thing I will say, I said this to Elizabeth, I'll say it again right now. The thing that Heated Rivalry does really well, that sometimes my beloved romantasy series don't do so well, is like there is
How dare you?
legitimate romance.
How dare you
Again,
say such a thing?
I feel like I can't remember if we talked about this like on the pod or not, but like there are some couples in romantasies where I'm like, I don't know when they fell in love. I think that they're lusting over each other, and then sometimes, often, all the time, there's like, well, we're fated mates, so we had no choice but to fall in love. And you're like, right, but I actually want to watch you fall in love. I think it's a romance book.
Some of them do it well.
Totally. Some of them do it well. I'm just saying that like I
Not all
I
of
can't
them.
I can't speak to the book Heated Rivalry as I have not finished it, but the show does a really good job of giving us
Right.
this long enemies to lovers. They are slowly falling for each other despite their best efforts, and it's touching and beautiful, and like all of the yearning and all of the unrequited love and all of the like the things that you showed up for.
Right.
And then they are so attractive, and it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
So, just this to say, I will admit when I was wrong about some sports romance.
And I'm gonna say this right now. I am not going into a sports romance reading.
No.
Like, well, I'm not gonna dive into like some like sports romance series. Like, I'm I'm very much into my romantasy, and I want there to be some magic in it. Not like the
There's the
magic of
magic of falling in love.
no, I want it to be actual magic that doesn't exist in our world.
So, speaking of magic that doesn't exist in our world, we're finally ready to talk about Crowns or one crown?
Crowns.
Crowns of
Crowns.
Nyaxia.
Yes. Because there are multiple kings, or yeah, kings.
God.
No. Crowns of Nyaxia. There are 3 regions.
Yes.
Once upon a time, there were 3 regions. Yes, spoiler alert right now.
Oh yeah, if you are
If you have
interested,
not, if you have read, if you are interested in reading it, come back to this episode. Don't worry, they're not sequential, so it doesn't really matter.
or, get spoiled, because I love a good spoiler.
I know, and it's really annoying. So either stop right here, because I'm warning you now, we're gonna spoil a
Yeah,
lot of
if you're
bullshit.
if you're an Elizabeth, leave, but if you're a Teresa, stay.
And you should be an Elizabeth. Read it on your own.
Meh. Okay, we've given ample warnings. Crowns of
Oh,
Nyaxia.
I have an unrelated thing that I want to say.
Okay, great. Let us detour and then we'll circle back.
It's technically related, but it's not
It's
Crowns
all
of
related because
Nyaxia.
it's anything that we talk about.
But I was thinking about, I can't figure out why I don't like Kingfisher right now in Brimstone.
In Brimstone.
Like, I find him really fucking annoying. Like, I found Hunt really fucking annoying in the 3rd book. I don't like, and I was, because I'm reading people, I am doing a tandem read of 2 different books,
Yeah, they're very different.
and it sometimes gets a little mushy in my brain, but
Is one winning out for your attention?
no, I'm trying to equally share the love.
No, I know, but, like, does your heart want one over the other?
Yes. I'm
It's not
sorry,
Brimstone.
Cass
It's not
and Poppy.
it's not Brimstone, is it?
It ain't Brimstone.
Some people
Okay,
I don't wanna name names.
I
Is
don't
it
wanna
me?
name any names.
It's not
No.
you. Is it me?
Me?
It's not Travis.
It's not Travis. And don't get me wrong, like I'm gonna continue reading, and I do really like Saris and Kingfisher. I like that world. Like I want to know more about it. However, I think that they're actually a very good comparison to each other because like both of them were held for many years and were tortured and all of this. Cass found himself and he has some humor, even though his life hasn't been great. Kingfisher is still a broody little bitch who can't get over himself. And he's like, I'm only gonna be nice to Saris. And he's not even really that nice to her.
Well, I mean, I think that's a great parallel to, like, Reese and Hunt.
Right.
Reese also, like, has a lot of humor, is still very kind, like, like, is hard
Right.
and is emotionally damaged, but opens up for the people that he wants to open up to, whereas Hunt is, like, so fucking miserable.
All the time. And it's just so like, it's like upsetting to like the point that I'm like, can't you find like a little bit of happiness? Like, all right, spoiler for anybody who's not read. It's not really a spoiler. It's just like a little trinket of funny. Like, Saris accidentally like dosed him in like her crowning ceremony, and she didn't know.
Yes.
And
Speak,
he
and then I have a question for you.
and he was like telling Ren and Loris about it, Lorith, and they're laughing, and he's like, I can't, it's not funny. And then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, it is a little funny. Okay, fine. And I'm like, how about you just like enjoy your time with your brothers that you enjoy spending your time with? Also, like,
Who you
why you
finally
gotta be a
can
little
spend time with.
right? You finally can spend time with them, and you can joke around. And once upon a time, you did joke around. Those are my thoughts and feelings on
Great. Quick Brimstone question
yeah.
to piggyback on yours, and then we'll circle back to what we
So and
initially.
then we'll go back to our original thesis.
So speaking of the dosing that happens in
Yes.
Brimstone, is that something we knew? She
No,
phrases it like I should have already known that, and I was like, I'm pretty sure this is brand new fucking information.
not gonna lie. I think we're getting a lot of new information that we've
Okay,
never
great.
received before, and we're
And
being
it's
told to it.
presented like we should have already known it.
Yes. So like
Yeah.
even like the witch clan stuff, like she's talking about like all these witches like as if we should know them, and I'm like,
Don't even get me started on the witches. You have not gotten to the part that makes me furious. So
oh, okay.
don't get me started on the witches.
Okay. So like I mean Lorith, I knew that there was like that they had venom.
Yeah, but not that it's like euphoric.
I mean, traces they're vampires.
No, 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 no. Not that like he is about to like
Just like rampage and fuck her right in front of everybody.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that like if she holds her teeth in, it's like
Dosing her. It's like
really
more
sucking him up.
intense.
Whereas like if it's just sort of like a bite and then like you pull back, like you got hit, but like it's fine. Whereas
Right.
like teeth in is like I'm gonna make you come right now.
Yeah. I okay, so like Lorith says like talks about he's like, yeah, I was telling her about um like what a vampire does. But he
But
was like, but I
Lawrence,
didn't tell her everything. And I was like,
yeah, no,
obviously.
he didn't specify that it was vampire. He was just sort of like, yeah, sometimes the Fae like to drink blood when they're aroused. That's it. It was not a conversation of like
Yeah.
when you bite down, it's gonna be like an aphrodisiac. Those were not the words he said.
Yeah, no. So like I think that they thought that
Y'all,
so
if you've read Brimstone, come back to us in like a week and a half when we're finished, and I can
well, I
can
will be
really
done.
share all of my thoughts on Brimstone. Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
Crowns of Nyaxia.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure that it's crowns because I'm pretty sure it is crowns of Nyaxia.
Because now we're
Um,
uncertain.
Because now you've got me second guessing myself. Crown.
And
No.
I only call it that because I can
Crowns. It is
never.
crowns. It's
It is
multiple
crowns.
crowns.
I can never
Because
remember the title of these books.
okay, well, We will talk about the titles
The
of these
titles of the
fucking
books do not roll off the tongue.
No. Because it's multiple crowns, because there are three, right?
Kingdoms that worship
Three
Nyaxia.
kingdoms that worship Nyaxia: Blood, Night, and Shadow. And then you have three kings. Or queens.
Yeah, but would you consider those crowns the Crowns of Nyaxia? I thought it was like book 4, like the seeking of, right? Did they call it his crown? Are they seeking Alaris's crown?
Yes.
And then there's like 2 crowns at the end.
Well, he made her another crown.
Right. That's what I thought the crowns were in reference to.
You're wrong.
Especially because Nyaxia
You're
is like,
wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Because
Especially
those would be the crowns of Alarith.
but Alaris is dead, and so now they belong to Nyaxia.
Do they?
I mean, do the kingdoms belong to Nyaxia?
I mean, yes, because she created them. But like,
Yeah,
I
but she
don't
also
thi-
was like, "Hey, Blood, fuck the fuck right off.
But
Night,
then, like-
you're also dead to me."
Yeah, but like Blood still is like, we love you, Nyaxia. Please
Blood's
save
so
us."
confusing. I can't
Blood
can't
is so confusing.
wait. I think Septimus is the main character of book 5. You don't like that? I like that.
Okay, I'm gonna be real honest. This 4th book made me miss Aurea. And are we gonna
I'm sad.
agree?
Are we gonna politely agree to disagree? Yes, we are. Why? What did you miss about them?
I think, honestly, I think that what I found, I found book 4 very confusing.
Sure, I'll agree with that.
Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk. That is quite a mouthful.
That's quite a
Just
mouthful.
saying. I found it incredibly confusing. Now, in all fairness, I listened to it and I listened to it fast.
Well, what do I always say are the downfall of all of these books? When you introduce a pantheon of gods
Yeah, and then
and you don't give me a little,
I need a
like,
little
placard.
tree.
I need a little tree. This is in the most respectful way possible, and this is not just to Broadbent, right? Her name's Broadbent.
Yeah.
This is not just to Broadbent. This is to all of them.
Yes, Broadbent.
Stop spelling them the same.
Oh my god, please.
Stop spelling the names the same. And then they're like, this one is the god of destiny and this one is the god of fate. And you're like, those are the fucking same. What are you doing to me?
What are you doing?
And then I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Make them distinctly different. If I look at Zeus and Poseidon and Aphrodite, those are different fucking names. Very clear. They don't all start with the same letter and they don't have all like a silent Z in the middle. Like, make them different
You mean
and clearer.
that Alaris and Atraxis confuse you?
Or I don't even know. Like the god
And then
who's like
Asar?
the god who makes the who's like the mechanical one.
Oh my god. Okay, so it's right.
The mechanical god.
Yeah.
See, I don't even know her name.
Yeah, that one's.
And like, where is Ix, who is a name I know? She did not fucking appear. Is she dead?
Well, she's there.
Yeah, I know she's there, but she's not like there. She's not like one that we like interact with a lot.
Because like she's a pussy.
Yeah, I know, but like her name's really clear.
Well,
That one I got that on lock.
Well, that's because Rain curses her name all the time. He's like, it's
That's
his
what-
tits.
also- That's what you should also do. You need to sprinkle it in like it's common vernacular
Yeah.
in this world.
Good, because like we know about Ix.
Right, because we know about Ix because she's used as a curse.
Right.
Or
So
like a bad word.
Shikate? Something like that. The god of
mechanical one.
justice. Not the mechanical one, the other one.
Oh yeah, the other one. See,
That sounds very similar.
yeah, and they both start with like an S, and they're too similar.
And they're both female.
Oh, yeah. So when you introduce a pantheon and you don't spend like a long time establishing your pantheon,
Yeah.
like book 3, we spend a lot of time with Atraxis, and Atraxis, super clear name. Got him. Nailed it. Got that on lock. Got Nyaxia on lock. Got Ix on lock because everybody else. Everyone else super muddy.
But also, like, they don't really talk about anybody else.
Right.
Like, none of them are ever introduced, and I get it. Like, the vampires do not pray to the White Pantheon gods, right? And like
then you can't make it like a critical mass
it's like
piece
a
of your
critical
fucking
point.
story. Also, like, Nyaxia's villain origin story is the White Pantheon. So it needs to be important.
Right.
And you can just sprinkle in little morality tales and like, Rhea can be like, tell me the story of such and such, or like, I don't know that story. And Rain's like, oh, we tell it all the time over in wherever the fuck I'm from.
Over in the human realm where I'm from.
So that you can start to get these little tales of them so that
Well,
when you
because, like,
meet
we
them, you're like, oh, got it. We've referenced this. And like, even if you tell me a tale that is wrong, right? Like the vampires know the story incorrectly.
Right.
Even then, I've been introduced and I have an opinion and a flavor of them because then when that god shows up and they're like, that is not what fucking happened. Let me tell you what happened.
Then you're like, "Got
Then
it."
I've taken in that information. I know how the vampires
Right.
feel. I know how everybody feels. This is my problem with Fourth Wing.
Yeah.
This is, oh, I'm trying to look at all my other books. This is gonna be my problem with Quicksilver.
Yeah. I can feel it coming down the
You
pike
can,
for me.
I can feel
Um,
it.
I mean,
There's not a ton of the gods in the Sarah J. Maas universe.
yeah, I mean, and if there are, she keeps them, like, very limited.
Right. I mean, I am a little concerned about all of the Princes of Hell and the Asteri or the Daglin, and then that's going to start to get
Oh,
real
yeah,
fucking
that's
complicated.
well, because it was, like, Hesperus and Vesperus, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Fuck."
and you're like, God damn it. I'm just looking to see if I'm missing anything.
I mean, like, in
No, that's it for now.
I mean, they're a little bit they're 100% more clear in, um, From Blood and Ash series.
I cannot confirm nor deny what's going to happen in from Blood and Ash. I will say nothing.
Okay, never mind then. Fine, whatever. We'll go back to Crowns of
I
Nyaxia. Okay, so
I'm avoiding it like the plague. So as not to
I'm
spoil.
working through it. I'm going as fast as
I'm
I
not
can.
no pressure, but I'm also trying to not spoil it.
Okay, so Crowns of Nyaxia, like I do. Crap. Hold on.
I think Crowns of Nyaxia is like a good time, less especially if you're like into vampire stuff, then like I think you will definitely enjoy Crowns of Nyaxia. If you've never read it, the first one has like a vampire Hunger Games flavor to it, and then it really allows itself to become something that is sort of like uniquely its own at the end of book one. And then there are 6 books total. So there's 2 books for each kingdom. And one of the reasons I think I'm the most interested about Blood is that
We know nothing about it.
each kingdom is like really secretive.
Right. With
So
each
like,
other.
and like when you go into night, you've read 2 books about blood. So like you have blood knowledge and people have been like night curious. And then
Right.
you get into night and you learn more stuff about night, but you already know stuff about blood. And even though they don't know things about blood, Misha does because she's
Misha.
lived with a blood vampire for long enough. So like she has like cross
You mean
pollination. So
Shadow.
like Shadow, yes. Oh my God.
I was like, yikes. I was like, we know nothing about
Shadow.
blood. I don't know what you're talking about.
Shadow. So like when time we go to blood, we're finally going to get information about blood, and we already know everything about, or not everything, but we know a lot
We know a
more
lot.
about night and shadow.
Right.
So I'm very because I mean, our authors do this and I understand because I do it too, but like there's sometimes this energy of like you want to be so cute about what you're not sharing that
That
you
you
leave your
just like
audience too in the dark.
well, I mean, that was our complaint with the first
Serpent
Serpent
Tonight.
and yes, that like we didn't know anything because Aurea didn't know anything.
Yes.
And I do think that is slightly a downfall of like first person.
Yes, definitely. It definitely is.
And that can lead to a lot of frustration for like as a reader. I'm like, well, how the fuck was I supposed to know that? Like, and
Yeah.
like it was like kind of like alluded to a lot around you, and but like you're like, but then like you're told it, and you're like, but I didn't know, and now
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know,
Yes. And because I spent a majority of that book being like, what does being a night vampire mean? You're not
right.
explaining it,
Well, you have wings. That was like
you
it.
know? But like,
I mean, we didn't even
you don't
know
have to tell
really.
me, you don't have to tell me everything. You need to tell me something.
I mean, we didn't even really understand the powers of the others.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, they were just kind of like, oh yeah, they do like mind stuff. They like fuck with you in your mind, and these guys can fuck with your blood. So stay away from them.
Yeah. So I mean, and I think that's most book one's problems, right? Like that they have to
I still
build out
enjoyed it. I
a
still
world, right? And we
really
talk
liked
about
it.
it like we haven't reread them.
I've definitely have reread
But
them.
I loved 3 and 4. I loved 3 the most.
Just 3 the most, and on a
Be
reread, I was like, "Oh, I like it even more this time." I really like Asar. I really like because, like, Asar could have the same, like, downfall that Kingfisher and Hunt have, but he doesn't. He does, but it's in a palatable way.
Yes, and I mean, this circles back. See, look, this is why we had this conversation in the beginning.
You watch them fall in love.
Asar and Misha, you watch them fall in love, and they're very different. Misha is not the normal female main character
No.
of these kinds of
Yeah.
books. And her trauma is so different than most of the other ones of like, was in a poor family, and then I couldn't eat, and then a handsome stranger took me away, and then I don't know what to do with myself. Like, again, love
Right.
them. I want 14 of them. I eat them up. Num, num, num.
I num, 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 num,
But
like
Misha's story and journey is very, very different from that.
right. Yes. And I think that I did like learning more about Misha. I liked learning about Asar. I liked learning about the House of Shadow, learning more about Alaris, because, like, they talk about him and they're like,
Yeah.
but they almost talk about him like he's a minor god, because, I mean,
Yeah.
in their minds, like, Nyaxia is their main god and all the others are, like,
Right.
villains, right? But I mean, as we progress through the series, like in book 1, I was kind of like, oh, she doesn't sound like that good of a god, but like I do feel bad for her.
Well, yeah, and we have been saying since the beginning, like, we're sus.
But I was like, I don't
We're
know, there's
sus
something
of this
up
goddess.
about her. Like, she is so incredibly selfish that I can't.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, I also kind of struggle with like, what are you doing? Scarlett's
She's like,
just
I
like, oh.
miss your attention. Excuse
um
me.
I think she's, like, playing with one of their toys.
I love that.
Yeah. I struggle with, like, all of these, like, things that, like, that gods don't actually care.
Sure. And that's a lot of book 4.
And that's a lot of book 4 that they're just kind of like, "Our people are here to serve us, and that's it, and we don't actually give a shit about them."
Yeah.
Which, I mean, and that's not, like, I mean, maybe it's, like, part of, like, I don't know, but, like, I don't like to think that, like, I mean, I feel like I don't know. I don't really wanna get into, like, our religion, right? Like
We're dissecting this religion.
right, this religion, it's just, like, none of them are benevolent. Like, they
No. I
all
mean,
fucking suck, like, each and every one of them.
Acacia sucks the least.
Acacia sucks the least.
Mostly because she's like, I'm a little bored.
I mean,
And I'm
honestly,
not, most of them are apathetic or cruel. She's like, I'm curious.
I'm curious, and also, like, I mean, it kind of fits, right, that she is the goddess of fate, where she's kind of
Hmm.
like, so, like, there are so many ways this could go. Why don't I fuck with it a little bit?
See which one plays out.
Like, I wanna see
Yeah.
which one's gonna play out today.
Everyone is just putting on a show for you.
Yeah, so it's just, like so, like, her I it doesn't feel like apathy,
I
and I
think
feel like she does care to a point, and then, like,
yes.
also, like, the fact that she's like, "Hey, like, I will give you guys this bond to, like,
Hmm.
Aurea and Rain, but you should know that this is gonna be a problem." So she seems like, kind of caring in that way, that, like, "Your mother was an acolyte of mine. You're right. It's not that I owe you lots,
Right.
or you owe me lots, but, like, I recognize it, and yes, I can do this for you." And also,
Yeah.
like, I'm a little bored up here in the White Pantheon,
Yeah,
so,
but
like
also, like, we have nothing else going on. Where
also,
I
like,
think,
fuck Nyaxia, so, like, let's get to
yeah,
it.
Nyaxia sucks, which we fucking called from the jump. So
I mean, the
point
fact
for
that
tip of the nip.
point for us, the fact that, like, she is like, "Go battle to death for me."
Yeah, she sucks. Where I think book 4 like
It feels rushed.
falls a little fucking they all feel rushed. This one, man, I'm just like read Brimstone and then we'll talk about how when things feel
Uh,
rushed.
I mean,
Oh my god. Oh my god. I think, and again, writer to writer, I see you. I fucking hate exposition. I want you to just like know it because it was in my brain and now it's in your brain and I just want to like it into your brain and not have to tippy tap it out. That's not how these work. And I think when you like get real weird with it, and we got real weird in book 4, and we went down some crazy, very specific magic. If you have not laid out those as options, or like
What are you
just the
specific?
bounds of how magic works, the second he gets her heart and he is like Alaris 2.0, and the writing shifts, and then she goes on the journey to like get her versions, like Misha gets her versions of the heart and the eye and the crown.
Yeah.
Your shit.
That makes I did not put those together. I did not see it as like she was going through the vent, like she was journeying to
Yeah.
collect her things.
Which is why I thought
Interesting.
she's sort of like, but the gear shift, like it's interesting, and I do think it's beautiful. It's hard to follow.
That's what
And
was the most confusing part, was like they were both like meandering around the underworld. Or meandering
the
around the
underworld
descent.
is like, the descent is collapsing. There's no sun. People are dying, and she's
Yeah,
just
and I
sort
keep
of
on fucking forgetting that the sun's gone.
and she's just sort of rolling around in a field of poppies, and you're like, can you tighten up, babe? The fuck are you doing right now?
Yeah, and there was a lot of, and also like I do have a little picadillo with Misha about the fact that she's like, I can't go to Rain and I can't go to Araya, and like, woe is me, and like I can't bring this to their doorstep because like I can't be a burden. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. And they want to help you. Shut the fuck up. Go to them. Also, they're already in the shitter with Nyaxia. Like,
truly. I also want to be like, hey babe, we're all in this together.
Right, like,
but she wasn't there for that, was she? She wouldn't
yes,
know
she
that.
was. Yes, she was.
Did she leave after Nyaxia was like?
Yes, after they got like no,
the
she
weird
left.
Guy with the tooth.
Simon. Wasn't his name fucking
Simon. So my issue with 4 is I think it's a really interesting idea. I love the idea of sort of like changing the style of the writing when
and like
Alaris is like not himself. Very cool.
You mean
Asar? Asar, thank you. When Asar and Alaris become like
kind of like melded into one. Yeah. And he's just the god of death. He doesn't even have a name. It's just
right. He's just the god of death, and he's just sort of in a fog. Like, it is interesting, and it makes it very clear that like Asar is not in the building.
Right. And like Alaris isn't in the building either.
And Alaris isn't even in the building either. Like, this is some new creature that has vague memories of both, but is not functioning as either. Super clear. If you've not really crystal clear laid out the rules of your magic, and how it functions when it's functioning well, and how it functions when it's falling apart, it's hard to understand when you're like, and now I take this really poetic journey for the last quarter of the book. You're like, what? I've already been trying to keep up with like, she's a wraith and she's kind of dead, but not really. And then there was wraith that followed her. And it became this weird amalgamation of like terrifying things. Like,
what
I don't
was that? That came out of fucking nowhere, and then they were just like, about Sally. Like,
and that's what I mean. If you're not crystal clear about this shit, and I'm just left being like, I'm just so upset. If you're not super crystal clear, especially about the rules of the descent.
Right.
I'm pretty clear about how Atraxis's magic works and how it burns Misha every time she uses it, because, like, what a cool idea. Like, a vampire is the former acolyte of the god of the sun, and her magic pulls from the sun, and yet it burns her every time. Like, fucking chef's kiss. It's great. That's crystal clear.
Like,
her magic, super clear. Alaris's magic, I couldn't fucking tell you. But what Alaris learned from his weird gremlin teacher, couldn't tell you.
Okay, for those who are trying to follow along, she's talking about Asar.
God damn it. See, this is the problem.
I'm like, and Teresa is getting Alaris, which Asar is a descendant of
Alaris. Who's his gremlin teacher? That weird little hermit.
Yeah. I want to say it's like Martin, but it's not Martin.
You know, like, the way that the runes work, and the way that the magic works, and the way that they're like, it's all so vague which is fine up
Right,
to a point, but then if you're gonna get, like, vague on top of vague, I get a little lost.
right. I mean, yeah. I just
Now
I had a really hard time following, and also, like, this might be on me, like, this was probably a book that I needed to listen and read at the same time because it was
totally, there's a lot
so
going
there
on.
was just a lot going on, and I think I needed the words to, like, lock me in. Uh, so it's definitely on my reread list, like, but I don't know, like, yeah, I have a lot of issues with it. Whereas I liked there was just a clearer line through more okay, not a clearer, a more clear line through with Araya and Rain. Also, I think I just enjoy male characters that are kind of like Rain. They have more Dean energy, and
Sure,
everybody knows
Asar
I'm a Dean.
has big Sam energy.
Big
Oh
Sam
my
energy.
god, that's big Sam energy.
That is Sam, and I'm more of a Dean girl. Like, I'm here for the pie and a good time.
Yeah, oh my god. Asar is such Sam energy. Especially because, like, he becomes the god of death, like,
Mhm,
also
mhm.
just a little teaser of what this is perfect, like, ending of this episode, a teaser of what's to come.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't absolutely love the cult classic Supernatural, the TV show that ran for a whopping 15 seasons, Elizabeth and I are currently doing a rewatch
Yes.
starting with season 1, episode 1, and we're gonna get all the way through the end, which we have both never
We
accomplished
have never accomplished. So it's going to be 15 episodes or a 15 episode run for us, one episode per season.
per season. So that'll be just sort of sprinkled as
Yeah.
we move through it because we also wanted to be, like, more topical and more in the zeitgeist and talk about Bridgerton
Yeah, because like we kind of missed out on the Stranger Things boat.
because
So
we missed the Stranger Things boat hard.
yeah,
So
yeah. So
we're gonna try to do Bridgerton. So we'll just sprinkle in Supernatural when we feel like it, and
exactly
as we move through the show. But we've both separately done rewatches of the show
1,000 times.
a
Can't
lot,
even tell you how many times I've watched seasons 1 through 5.
but we've both never made it all the way through season 15.
I think I've made it to season.
I've
What's?
made it at least to season 12, maybe 13,
I think I've made it to season 12. What's the season that he is Kane?
like 10.
Okay, so maybe 11.
I've made it up until we get, like, the Antichrist.
I have not seen that. And I'm the one who started the supernatural train.
Like, have you seen their mom come back to life?
Yeah, isn't she like the queen of purgatory or something like that?
Yes.
She's Eve.
No, she's not Eve. But then, like, I don't know the actress's name. She played Trinity's daughter in the Dexter series. Have you seen her in?
Oh,
And then she gives birth to, like, Antichrist.
no, I've not seen that.
Okay, that's like that season finale. That season finale. I, like, get, like, 2 episodes into the next season, and then I fall off hard
Okay, well, we have to buckle up and do it.
because Lucifer, like,
Okay,
breaks out of his, like, prison.
I did know that. Maybe I didn't. I do know that Mary comes back to life.
Well, so I've made it farther. Is what we're learning is I've made it
Yes,
farther than you.
you have definitely surpassed me, but you haven't gotten to the end. So
No, I've never made it to the end. It gets harder and harder to stomach. Like, the season with Crowley's mom is, like, really hard.
it's so weird.
It's really hard.
Wait, isn't she the one who breaks Lucifer out?
Yes.
So I
Yes.
have seen that.
But have you seen him impregnate somebody?
Jacob from Lost, for all you Lost fans.
Yeah. But he, like, takes another body. He doesn't stay in the
Oh,
he doesn't stay in that body. Speaking of Dexter, Rita's ex-husband.
speaking of Dexter, Rita was just in an episode. It's always really fun to rewatch this because you do see a sprinkling of a lot of different actors from shows that you've watched over the years.
The color gradients in the first season is like, what are we doing?
It's so gray and blue.
But it's also
It's
like we'll end this here. This is a little spoiler of, like, what's to come for Supernatural. I'm watching the episode with the first demon on the plane crash.
wow. Okay, I'm much further than you.
You're
That's like
much
episode
farther ahead than me.
5.
Yes. We just had this conversation because I was watching the Lake
Yeah.
episode. It was episode 3 was the last one that I had watched. So I'm watching the plane episode, and what I suddenly thought about, which is crazy, is like this show comes out in 2005. This is only 4 years after 9/11.
Yeah, I think that's bananas.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
And like, what a hot topic issue of like the plane coming down. I was like, this must have been so like, and like, if you think about when they were developing it, in like 02, 03,
Mhm.
which is just fucking, this is where my little like nerdy like filmmaker brain went. I was like, how crazy is that?
Well, so we will have to
Real
discuss
last thing.
real last thing, we're gonna have to discuss all of the crazy, nutty motel rooms that they stay in. They are in one where there are literal trees in the room.
Yes, I have thoughts about that.
I'm like, I almost want to do like a sweatshirt series where it's just like the different rooms that they stay in.
You should just have a little like 0101 where it's like, the
The
season and
motel.
the no, the season and the episode.
Yeah, and then like the motel room.
Yes, exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on.
We'll keep you posted.
Keep you posted.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to us. I do think we've landed on jibber jabber.
We are definitely jibber jabberers. It's
So.
because we're not chitty chatting. We're jibber jabbering.
No, this is a jibber jab.
This is jibber jab, not chitty chat.
Well, thanks for sticking around for the jibber jab on Tip of the Nip. We're your
I'm
hosts,
Elizabeth.
and
That's
I'm
Teresa.
And our normal plus
Plus
one
one equals
equals 2.